Tell me your story.
I was this close to dying from a brain abscess that was misdiagnosed.
Good to know people care, though.
For a lot of people, the MRIs are clear.
You said you had a lot to tell.
Oh, yeah.
Someone said,
I thought it was normal to have like seizures by yourself all the time.
You definitely will feel guilt a lot.
I so appreciate you putting this together.
thank you. So, AJ, I don't really got to know you a lot, so I want to get to know you. What is it about AJ that I don't know? What is life before I met you? And what is life now? And which is better? Life after meeting me? I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much brighter, I would say. I mean, I start to realize that I'm no longer alone in this fight. Kate invited me because had another account, and people were starting to say I was a pervert or stuff like that, and there was a guy who eventually banned my account and said I was a pervert and stuff like that. So I opened a new account and I started coming here.
Thank you for doing so.
Okay, so you like it here, right? That's good. Another thing I was gonna say is, tell me about yourself. Like, outside of Reddit, how's life? How's it growing up as AJ?
Oh, so my childhood was beautiful and also pretty harsh because I'm adopted. So people were also making fun of that because I'm adopted and also I'm red-headed. And they were making a lot of fun because my mom had a firm with furniture and gambling games and other firms I do not know. And people were aware that I was part of a wealthy family. So they were like, and half of my classmates' parents were employed at my mom, and they were kind of jealous that I was the kid of the director, and they were like, "Yeah, you're adopted. Nobody loves you. You're hated," and they were start bullying me or saying that I'm having so much money and why I'm dressing like that because I still have money and stuff like that. Why I'm not wearing brands. And I still don't understand until this day why is it so much important to wear a t-shirt that says Nike or whatever or Vans or DC, and because this situation kept going on from kindergarten until I was in the 11th grade. Only in my last year of high school, things started to relax or chill. So yeah, after that, I did realize I was also in a high school specialized in architecture. So I studied architecture from the 5th grade until 12th. this is the system here in Romania. So for 8 years, I studied architecture in primary school and high school, and eventually I ended up going in architecture university. At first, I was in Timișoara, but I did not like the city and the teachers, so I ended up giving up my place there, and I had another exam taken in my favorite city, Cluj, and I already took the exam. I was in the first 30, and we were like 400 on 100 places. So being in the first 30 person around there was the greatest achievement in my life. So the first year was great. In my first year, I had my first seizure due to extreme exhaustion, and it did not occur to me that I might really have a seizure. So I was like, I'm just tired. It's not a big deal. So I keep going, and eventually I went in the architecture camp for restoration. For archaeological sites, and I was supposed to go to restore a roof, let's say a roof, traditional roof, up to, I don't know, 12 meters high. And then before the day when I was about to go, I had my first tonic-clonic seizure. And after 5 minutes, I ended up having another seizure. So eventually it was supposed to come a air ambulance after me because I was pretty far away from the city. I was in a rural area, but there were no doctor available on the helicopter, so they eventually sent intensive care ambulance with doctors in it. So that's where my whole world changed. In 15 minutes, from a healthy person, I became an epileptic. That's my life.
Didn't you tell me once upon a time that you take like 17 pills a day?
Yes.
Every day?
At first, yes. At first, when they did my blood test, they found out that I had no calcium in me, almost zero, and some D3 deficiency and some other vitamins, and I was pretty anemic because I mean, eventually they were not surprised because I was an architect student, so being anemic and being an architect is kind of same thing.
Anemia
So
and architecture?
yes, you don't sleep. I mean, you're supposed to have to work 28 hours in 24 hours a day.
Wow.
I mean, the university, the faculty, or the time is 6 years to become an architect. It takes 6 years, and after that, you have 2 more years of internship. It's the same way as being a doctor, 6 years of a school, and after that, 4 years of residency. Or
So go ahead.
say it.
I was gonna say, so part of the pills that you're taking are like supplements, right? For the Like you said, you don't have
No, I was on the most highest dose of every single medication. So on oxcarbazepine, I was on the highest dose. I was taking also Frisium, Keppra, the highest dose, 3,000. I was taking also another pills, but I cannot remember. I was literally drugged. I was on another planet.
in there.
That's scary.
I
How many
can't
diff-
remember that period of time. I really had to give up on going back to university for 2 years. And after that, I was forced to turn back because otherwise I was expelled. So I ended up returning back and being between seizure and hospital inside the universities, and people around me and teachers were like, "Oh, you're having a seizure. It's no big deal. Just give her some midazolam and she will be fine. Let's keep going." And I was like, I'm back. And that's how my life went from half a year, and eventually I had a status that almost killed me, and I was like, no, that's it, I'm done. My life is more important than studies itself. So yeah, I did 3 years of faculty in 7 years.
Wow.
So, how many medications are you taking?
Right now,
Yeah.
so right now I'm taking Keppra, 500 in the morning, 500 in the night, or night, at night, and Xcopri, 12.5 milligrams in the morning and 12.5 in the night. But I'm about to raise my dosage to 25 to 25 milligrams.
Okay. All you take is 2 separate medications?
Yes.
Oh. I thought you said you take those 17 different times a day? Or what else are you taking?
No. Right now, I'm only on Keppra and Extropy because being on those 17 medication was in my first 6 months of being with epilepsy. So they discovered something was off, and they keep cutting off medication. And after getting better eventually, but still not being fully great, I eventually for 1 week blended my pills and make them a full smoothie. And for whole 1 week, I was without medication and without seizure. So for me, stopping the treatment completely was the greatest decision in my life. I was like, no, I'm not gonna take this medication anymore. If you want to listen to me, you're going to listen. If you're not, not. So, but that's my decision, my body, my choices. So yeah.
Are you only child?
Registered or how?
I'm still like, do you have brothers and sisters?
Um, it's a rough question. So yeah, I have 8 brothers, but I was the only one adopted.
Um, Nice.
And I don't know them. I only know one of my brother who's because we both know because we both have the same parents.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never had a brother, like a real brother, like my mom or dad had a son. I mean, or another brother, but
Me neither. But I have a cousin who is like my brother. So
me too. I have a cousin who's like my brother. But yeah, I don't have real like I don't have a brother. I have all sisters. I have 5 sisters and no brothers. So I grew up around a lot of girls. Um, so
I
your
mean,
parents,
I can see that.
you can see
Your
it.
hair is majestic.
Thank you. Majestic. That's a good word. I gotta use that. I gotta keep it like this now. It's the first time I heard majestic. Okay. Gotta redo it now. I gotta keep this up. It's the first time I got an explanation like that. Majestic. That hit different when you said that. Okay. Majestic. All right. All right. Um, yeah, I got lost. I was just trying to talk about you a little bit and you lost me with the majestic hair. We're gonna go back to a little bit of epilepsy and we're gonna wait, how long have you had epilepsy?
Um, 4 years.
4 years? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a decent time. I've been dealing with it for 20 years. Yeah, I was 16, so yeah, that was way back, way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I was gonna say I had seizures longer than you were born, but you're older than 20.
How many seizures did you have?
How many
Did you
seizures have I had? Or what kind?
tonic-clonic?
Or how
Grand.
many have I had? I can't count. I don't remember how many. Um, I've had a lot. More than probably 20 to 30 to 40. I can't remember. Um, yeah. Tonics, I don't know. Yeah, tonics are a lot. I was having a lot when I was in my late teens to early 20s. Maybe like mid to late 20s is when I finally got it together and stopped doing a lot of the other things I was doing. Um, but yeah, I was having a lot of seizures at one point in time. Um, had to stop, had to get my body together because that wears on your body. And I had a question here. Does anybody ever like mess with your memory? Like people say you're lying.
Yes, but I always prove them wrong because I can remember the weather like 10 years ago. If you give me a date, I can tell you perfectly the weather or what I was wearing or what somebody else was wearing, was doing, or saying. So, no, they can't tell me I'm lying.
Yeah, I have people who tell me that what I'm saying sounds like a lie or I don't have bad memory. You're lying about having bad memory, stuff like that. But I have,
Sometimes you really to have a bad memory and not remembering so many shit.
yeah, people don't understand that I want to remember things. It's like, who wants to forget everything? Certain things I feel bad for forgetting. But yeah, I got something here. It says people don't understand memory loss. Whenever I tell people that I have poor memory and explain that's due to epilepsy meds, and 99% of the time they'll say, OMG, no worries. I have super bad memory too. Like, yes, I'm sure you do. And I get that I may have to put you in an awkward position and you're just trying to relate, but this isn't the same. And sometimes when I figure things people sort of shame me. It honestly makes me feel dumb and sad. How could, end quote, how could you feel that? End quote, I've told you so many times. End quote, you don't remember that at all. Like, I just forget. It doesn't mean I'm a bad person. It doesn't mean that I am stupid. It also doesn't mean that I don't care to you. I promise. What do I do now? What do you do now? What do you do if you're that person? Personally, I say you got to find a new crowd, I guess. Or yeah, people who say you're lying.
It happens a lot to me. People not remembering what happened, and so I give them a context, or do you remember that day we spoke about that? And they say no, but okay, do you remember what we did that day? And they are like, yeah, I remember. So do you remember we were trying to do that and do that? And so I am trying to help them remember, because you can't just forget if you don't
Yes.
have a medical condition like Alzheimer.
Yeah.
Just a way of your brain trying to protect what's vital in that moment. So sometimes memory is not so important, but the memory core is still there. You just have to activate it. But people are not willing to do that. It's more easy to say, oh, you're forgetful, so you're wrong, or it's the pride that comes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes people tell me that I'm not forgetting and I don't want to remember and stuff like that. So I just like ignore people. It's been so long that I've learned how to control my emotions and how people make me feel when they talk about my epilepsy. When you stop caring is when people get kind of angry when you stop caring what they think, to be honest. Some people don't like being the most aggressive one during the conversation. They like you to be aggressive too and answer back to the anger. And yeah, me not arguing with people, it gets to them when I don't argue with them. It bothers people.
I usually don't hear people when they get angry. It's like I'm shutting down my hearing or eyesight. I just can't. They're just disappearing. And when they're stopping what they're doing, I'm like, oh, you're back. Okay, so what you were saying, and if they start again, then again, I'm not hearing.
What's your worst injury?
During a seizure.
Yeah. Worst seizure injury.
I might say I was in a car accident, and the car was total damage. There was nothing to be saved, and I ended up breaking one of my ribs. It's still broken. My mom did not believe me, but I was at a few days ago, and they did me an ultrasound on my ribs to see my kidneys, and he was like, oh, I can see your ribs, it's moving, it's getting inside, pinching your kidney. I can't, yeah, it's broken. Like, what? So yeah, I end up getting a broken ribs and head concussion that I'm still recovering after 3 years.
Oh, for 3 years. So you crashed?
No, I don't have a drive
No,
license. I
I'm
learned to drive. I learned to drive, but I never ended getting my drive license because I started having some panic attacks, and I did not feel safe getting in a car anymore. But eventually I realized those panic attacks were actually aura in my cases. So yeah, it was the greatest decision in my life. Not
I'm there with you. I understand that. Yeah. So you never like what's the worst injury? So when you had a seizure and you got in the car accident, you weren't driving, somebody else was driving?
actually we were sitting at the light, and somebody came and hit us. Was on was snowing, and he slipped on the road. He was like fully forced into us with 80 kilometers per hour. We were sitting and he was like bang, hitting us. Our door was damaged, the wheel was broken, explosion, all our airbags did not activated, they instantly exploded, so they did not protect us. My mom was in the driver passenger seat. The collision ended up hitting me. I ended up hitting my head around this area on the temporal lobe, and all I remember was turning at her, was like, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "Oh, yes." And I said, "I can breathe." Opened the door, and I ended up getting in the hospital, which was another funny story because the accident occurred after um, another seizure I had in the restaurant, and I ended up getting into the emergency room, and I was getting out, trying to go home, was hit by a car, and end up in the emergency room 20 minutes later, and they were like, "What the fuck?"
So the car accident is why you got the brain damage to get seizures?
Um, I don't have a brain damage. I mean, I tried to do MRIs, but when they start the MRI, they forget to give me some headphones, so I was also sensitive to loud noises or surprise noises, and when the MRI started, I ended up having a seizure inside of the machine, so I fully blow my forehead on the wall inside of it. So I did not end up
Sorry to hear
getting
that.
MRI. I ended up getting in the emergency room.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So I never knew if I have a concussion on my brain or head, but I was aware that I had one because I was not able to stand or stand in one foot or walk straight. I was always going to left or starting out of nowhere, going in circles, and it took me 2 years and a half to be able to sit in one legs without falling. But I'm okay right now.
Why do you have epilepsy? Did you ever get a reason?
They say it might be due to an injury during the birth. So when I was a child, until my mother adopted me, I was severely ill. With, um, asthma and another something else with asthma. So I was always having fever around 41, 40, and it took me 10 years, maybe 11, to heal myself from that. They say it might be from that, or I was born premature, or what else, or it might be genetic, but nobody knows truly. I did not run some tests to see if it's genetically or not.
Did you play any sports in high school?
Yes, I was a professional swimmer in the national team.
Nice. You have any medals or anything?
I have a medal from I don't remember, maybe it was 2010. It was a competition in Budapest, and how do you call when you are holding a stick and you have to give it to the next person in front of you in sport, and the person goes and keeps going. My mom comes in my room, sorry. So it's a sport with multiple person in one team, and all of them are doing style of swimming. I was on butterfly, other one was on freestyle, other one was backstroke, on and on, and that's where we won the gold medal.
Yeah, I thought maybe you like had some kind of contact sport or something. Forgot what my last question was. Yeah, what's the worst place you ever had a seizure?
Hmm. I would say the last one, because was almost getting caught up by my grandpa, who was having troubles with his Foley catheter, and was in the emergency room trying to fix his bleeding because his prostate was hit.
Oh, so he was already in the hospital when you had a seizure?
Yeah, he was in the emergency room, but he's not fully aware of my situation. He does not know that I gave up to school and stuff like that. He does not know that I'm sick or have epilepsy. I mean, he knows I have something. I'm anemic. He knows that I have anemia.
Yeah.
So he saw one of my seizures, so he's aware I'm having something or something is off. But
Okay.
I'm trying not to show. So yeah, the worst
When,
seizure are when my family sees me or my grandpa.
when was your last seizure?
I believe last night. I mean, this night.
Oh, okay.
I had
So,
maybe one in sleep. I woke up kind of sore and bruised, but I'm fine.
oh, okay. You think it's easier having nocturnals than it is in the daytime having them?
I don't know.
Yeah, mine have some of mine have been different, like wandering off and nobody knows where I am. Been doing that a few times lately. It's really dangerous because I went into somebody's house 2 times.
I actually get scared if I would start wandering, because I usually sometimes get so hot during a seizure and end up undressing myself, and I don't want to end up in someone's house or end up on the street butt naked, not be aware of that. I mean, fully clothes, yeah, but on clothes, no.
Is it a crime to go naked everywhere?
And naked, no. Without socks in your feet, yes. You must wear socks every day, no matter what. Even on the beach, you must wear. The texture of the sand is not good for the skin of feet.
Did not know that. Wow. You can be naked, but you gotta have socks. That is very interesting. Like I make sure when I go there, I only pack socks.
Oh, you can wear those with like they are gloves for feet. Those with fingers. I call them gloves for feet.
Okay, yeah. I know when I come visit you, I just need to bring nice socks.
Just bring whatever is comfortable for you. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I
how-
gotta bring clothes because I gotta be around your parents and stuff. Yeah, that's different. I just thought of that like right off the top of my head because I was thinking that earlier when they were asking stuff about people being naked and stuff. But yeah, what's the longest you've been without a seizure? Have you ever went like 6 months or like 3 months? Your
7
facial
days.
expression says it all.
7 days.
7 days. 7 days is good. Some people can't go one day.
Yeah,
Right
it
now,
took me years to achieve this goal.
right now, I'm going on. No, today makes 2 months.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Lucky I have that.
Well,
Um,
I kinda knew why I have to do a draw with you.
oh, the drawing that you have of me?
Yeah, this one.
Oh, that's nice. Purple is my favorite color.
I knew, that's why I did it.
Oh, nice. You know what my purple color, my
And my
favorite color.
notebook is also purple. So it's my epileptic notebook with drawings with about epilepsy.
Oh, nice. Thank you. That is really nice. I might need a picture of it one day. Yeah, I like that
I
one.
will send it to you.
Huh?
I'm gonna take a perfect picture and send it to you on
Oh,
Reddit.
nice. Okay, okay. Yeah. How was school for you? Like, um, you said you had other things going on. What do you mean by that?
Um, it was a harsh time for me because people were kind of mean with me. I was extremely anemic, so I was kind of missing classes, and people and teachers were like, "Oh, you're missing, and you're not gonna pass the year, and you're gonna repeat the year and stuff like that." And people were kind of being mean with me, but they did not know the full story of myself. And I was not into saying what was going on in my private life. I was like, okay, say what you have to say, just leave me. I don't want to fight this shit anymore. And eventually, when I ended up going to university and was not able to hide my condition, people were more understanding of what was going on and were like, okay, we will take notes of the courses or take pictures of what's everything you need, or if you need some help with what you have to do, we will help you. But I pretty much refused because I did not know how to accept help because I was not used to having help offered for free.
Yeah, okay. So like there in Romania, like healthcare is free, like medicines, doctors, and stuff like that.
Usually, yes, you can choose between private and the free one, which is it's more hard to access because you have to wait like months. But the same doctor who worked for the state, if you go to in the public places like hospital, you'll have to wait for a neurologist up to 4 or 5 months. But in private, you wait only 1 week or maybe 2 days. But the price is pretty big, and not everyone can afford.
How's your memory? Because I know my memory is horrible. I can barely remember anything that we said 30 minutes ago.
It depends. I have good days and bad days. I believe right now I'm having a good time. But who knows? Maybe next few minutes my memory will be shit. But eventually I will keep remember because sometimes I don't remember what I'm doing during the seizure or what I did prior that day, but after 4 or 5 days, I start remembering every single detail.
Yeah, because my long-term memory, like I can remember the past and stuff like that, like way back. I remember certain events, like how they happened, the people that were there and all that stuff. But like today, yesterday, I don't remember, but I remember stuff from a long time ago. It's like my memory, my long term is good, my short term is not. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I'm not stressed. I mean, I create a way of managing my life with notes everywhere and alarms that keep me posted every single day, so I don't forget. So, and sometimes I train my memory with hard information or medical information. So, because this type of information are pretty hard to remember, and if I'm able to remember that, it means I'm still on the good track.
How are the, because you know how they say like the Keppra, like bad side effects. How'd that go with you? Like the rage? Did you have the Keppra rage?
Yeah,
How was that?
I'm still having some Keppra rage and maybe some depression, but the depression is not so bad. It's more the Keppra rage. And it's driving me nuts that I sometimes I even amaze myself with the the shitty things I say out of nowhere when someone is doing wrong, or in the traffic when I'm and people are completely asses and I'm start shouting ugly things and being extremely angry. But I eventually try to calm myself down and remember that this is not who I am. I have different values and I'm a good person.
Damn here. Try to be a good person, have values and stuff like that. Good karma, not treat people bad, but try. Try. Um, But yeah, I got you ever had like a seizure like where you're awake, but um like you can see and you can hear and you're aware, but you're still having the convulsions?
Yes.
Yeah, I had one of those a while ago, and it's like I fall over and I still have the seizure. I just can't. I can see and all that. I just can't like do nothing. I can't make my body move. And I can feel myself like biting my tongue, feel myself gritting my teeth, all the regular stuff. It's horrible. Do you know what kind of seizure that is? Because I've been told so many
No,
different things.
no, but I have a question. When you bite your tongue, do you experience pain?
Oh yeah, a whole lot. Sometimes I bleed. A lot of times I bleed.
No, when in that process of this type of seizure, did you experience the pain? Did you feel the pain?
Oh yeah, like when I'm biting my tongue, yeah, I feel the pain as I'm doing it. Um,
Where
I
the
can
pain?
I can feel myself like hitting my head, like when I have a seizure and like I'm hitting my head on stuff. During those where I can see and my eyes are open, I can hear people talking, I can see people like doing whatever they're doing, and then eventually I just fall asleep and well, I mean, go into I don't know if that's fall asleep or a coma.
I believe
Eventually,
it's called a complex partial seizure because only half of your brain is involved. It's not fully brain, so that's why you're aware.
okay, yeah,
It might
somebody
be
told
a
me.
sort mm, um, generalized myoclonic seizure, I believe, or partial myoclonic seizures, or Jacksonian. Jacksonian? I don't know how they are called in English.
Someone told me it was called a complex partial, but then another person also explained a complex partial, and I was telling them like I have the seizure where somebody told me it was a complex partial, but it's not what you're talking about. So I gotta ask all kinds of different people, and I gotta ask who getting it right because complex partial someone else said was something else. But like I said, you're the second person who told me that what I was having was a complex partial. So many different seizures. It's so confusing. Um,
Yeah, I have one. I had one when uh was caused by a head injury, and I felt I was getting inside of a generalized seizure. I was aware that I was in a generalized seizure, and after my seizure ended up, I could feel I was no longer breathing, and eventually my heart stopped. I was aware that I was not, and after that moment, I could see myself from here, and I could see my body. I could see everyone around me. I could see the the doctors, the paramedics, the EMT team, and I could even see them and feel how they resuscitate me. So it was a full complex experience, and I eventually the memory was in the ambulance, and when they tried to intubate me, and oh fuck no, I'm not doing that. And I was like, yo, I'm here, don't sedate me. And they pull up the propofol injection, and I was like, oh no, that's it, I'm trying to lie. And I was aware to open my eyes and lift my hands and stop the person, but eventually they still won because I woke up in the emergency room and with my throat hurting, and I realized, okay, they definitely uh, intubate me. But yeah, I was completely aware.
Another thing is, I think I was talking once upon a time about musicogenic seizures. You ever heard of that? Like where you have seizures because of music?
Oh yeah, experience that.
Yeah, I
it's
thought I
not
heard you say yes to that question when I asked it once upon a time. What's that like?
It's not because of the genre of the music, it's because of the bass boosted of the music. It's the bass.
Oh, okay.
know?
The
Yeah. So if you have sensitive nerve, vagal nerve, when that it's activated, you also have it start an aura, eventually a seizure, because aura is a small seizure eventually. So yeah, you end up having the seizure. That's my case. Maybe to others, different things, smells, same in my case, but everyone is different.
So forgot what I was gonna say.
Maybe you should go to sleep.
It is like 1 a.m, but I don't want to go to sleep. I have insomnia, so I can't sleep. It's hard to sleep. Like I'm just gonna keep smoking until I get tired. That's what helps me sleep is just smoke when I'm done doing what I'm doing.
Have you tried like oh what? Okay, I forgot. Melatonin?
Melatonin. Yeah.
Melatonin, yeah.
It doesn't work for me. The pills that
Maybe you
pills,
should try magnesium bisglycinate.
oh, magnesium.
Yeah, like this.
Oh, magnesium
This type
glycinate.
of
Biglycinate.
yes. Because this will help you sleep. With a sleep problem, it helped me a lot. I had suffered from insomnia too, but this one.
Okay. It was very nice talking with you. I want to talk to you again very soon.
Please take your medication as prescribed or whatever works for you. We're not doctors.